Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
There he goes again. A second nice move. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run that time by Elliott. 59 yards. Now Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Buccaneers have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. Room to run past midfield. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one complete to Elliott. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They'll run with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Elliott. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Now Elliott, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Fournette running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Saints will get the football at their 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turned into a play act.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the counter, Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go. Let's go.
This is Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Ohio. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second is Watson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his guy...